I'm going to talk about our NASA.
Okay.
NASA is the space-time about the travel of 75% of the universe mass after black space. Our many space-times about the planet Earth have existed. Life would have existed by the moon. Every space-time was invented by the rings of the place. Rings of the NASA is to form the NASA is a big melt of blue rock in the solar system, having blue red rings and white rings, and a white name called NASA. By the space-time, all the twinkling stars inside it gets few stars inside is much less density as compared to bigger place of the more stars as compared to place. Hence, the NASA appears bright into the space, but space-time is invented in NASA includes the NASA as many times on the space includes humans, cars, and planets, galaxies, black holes, and the stars in universe, dwarf planets, and orbits, and the masses of a black hole, different galaxies, colors in the universe, spaces, and take time you reach the place, everything that lives, like more things, houses, buildings, cars, pollution levels, factories, and air, water, and some ground, underground, and some hills, mountains, and grass, flowers, and lotus, and any underwater volcanoes, and different types of volcanoes, ice age, fire, and also skies, clouds, rain, thunder, desert, springs, rainy, and autumn, and fall, winter, and summer, and some raincoats, umbrellas, humans, cars, and animals, and gold, and silver, and steel, and metal, diamond, and the metric tons of plastic, plankton, krills, fishes, underwater oceans, and some oxygen, nitrogen, particles, and dust, smoke, along with other particles like sunlight and more light in the universe, and then solar nebula, solar junkyard, Earth satellite, and the moon, different kinds of colors in the universe, and some life exists on planet Earth, and some more things like air conditioner, and some vacuum, and air, and more like clouds, thunder, lightning, storms, and a tornado, and a gas giant called a hurricane, and floods, and tsunamis are the big gas giants that are rotated by the beach or in oceans or parks.
Yes.
Invented the life on Earth exists by millions of mammals and birds, trillions of insects and fishes, and more of them like oxygen, nitrogen, dust for fish to eat, like stomachs, intestines, will grow in big in size, like gigantism, like sun, size, skies, water droplets, water, paintings, doors, and elephants, and a luggage, airplanes, everything. and the earth, and the denser medium, and the radial medium, and the hop in the sky, called a thunderstorm, or the Mitharan, the age in India of 0, and more countries like Arctica, North America, South America, and countries like other countries have 0 like Pakistan, Japan, India, and some Austro countries like North America, South America, Europe, and Africa.
Asia.
No.
Oceania?
Asia and Oceania are known or only known as italic countries.
No.
Cold countries like Arctica and North America, South America are the cold countries that live in it. And hot countries like Brazil, Argentina, and Sahara Desert, invented in Japan Desert, the South America Desert, and the days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer, days are getting longer, nights are getting shorter, moon is big, sun is small. Because the sun is why the sun appears small? Because it's far away from human beings. Distance of the earth and the sun are far to each other. Instead, the sunlight reaches the earth instead of sun being closer. The temperature, the bacteria won't live in the cold temperature, right?
Yeah.
In the room temperature, when it's so hot, bacteria can live, right? Of course they can. Bacteria are good bacteria in our intestines, breaking foods into nitrogen, and when the big intestine attracts the small intestine, normally everything comes out while eating food. Air also comes into our mouth. We also swallow air. The air travels to the edge of our top of the mouth and burp, or travels to the intestine and make smelly farts, also known as big bladder, produces more urine. In order to escape urine, the bladder extremely run out of urine. Instead, when drink too much water, it produces the stomach signals to the brain, telling us our stomach is full of water, and the brain sends us to do not drink more because our stomach cannot hold any water to hold them and squeeze them into anything. Drinking less water can cause malaria levels, thirst, hot climate change, as weather patterns during the mosquito thing. Do you think how much the nectar from flower produce? What insect that can take nectar?
I don't know.
Bees. I don't know. Like bees, mosquitoes, wasps, they all attract the nectar from flowers. The flowers having a plant life produce the flowering plants. When the insect pollen the plant life will gradually disappear. Birds and mammals feeding on plants will also disappear. Earth will make the climate change process, the food chain will collapse.
Thank you.
By due to lack of food and no existence, instead the asteroid hits the Earth's surface and burning everything. You need the safety tips. Do not do so. Do not go near to asteroids. Do you know why?
Why?
I don't know. I will tell you. Because the asteroid will hit you and make you die. Ultimately, you could go to hospital and have a big disease. Wow. Diseases are very dangerous called pathogens. Immune cells living in our body by getting pathogen, it tries to little immune cells to attack the pathogen, thus remain us healthy. In which our eyes can be red in the photos. Do you know why?
Why?
I don't know. I'll tell you. Because there are blood vessels and pupils in our eyes. Pupil can be small or open. But while the light is too bright, pupil iris contracts and making pupils smaller, thus allowing less light to enter our eye. In dark, producing less light, the iris relaxes and making the pupil larger, thus allowing more light to enter and also inflating the blood vessels in our eye. When we take a photo in such a dark environment, the flash of light through the camera enters the blood vessels. Some of them get red before the iris can contract, making our eyes glow red in photo. When pupil is small by light and take a photo in such a light environment, it keeps our eyes clear and only to its own color back to itself.
Thank you.